What is going on, everyone? Angelo here, CEO of TFT, and in this video we are going to go over the standard challenge drawdown. How exactly does it work? We recently made some changes to the standard challenge. We're going to go over those changes and talk about the drawdown so all of you can know exactly what to look for when taking one of these challenges. To start off, we're just going to come over, we're on the home page right here. Some of the changes that we recently made to the standard challenge are the minimum trading days are now 3 on all challenges, swing and regular. We've added the $25,000 account size right here. We've also changed the time between phase 1 and phase 2 from 36 hours to 24 hours. And we also changed the payout time from 72 hours to 48 hours. So on a funded account for the standard challenge, you will now receive your payouts within 48 hours, which is a big deal to everyone out there. Now, the big change that everyone wants to know more information about is how does the standard challenge daily drawdown work? So we've changed the drawdown to being calculated by equity and balance, whichever is higher at the end of the day. We're going to go over specific examples as to exactly how this works. We are now over on the Word doc, so this document is going to be posted inside of the FAQ. So if you go ahead and come to the Help Center and you just search how does the daily drawdown work on the standard challenge, this video will be added in here along with this Word document. If you come to the bottom of the article, it will be right here with a button. So this is going to tell you, this is a few examples here, but this document we're going to get into some more examples. So the daily drawdown level is calculated based on the balance or equity, whichever is greater when the day changes, 5 p.m. EST. The daily drawdown amount is always fixed to 6% of the initial balance. So what this means is for a 50K account, the daily drawdown will always be 3K. For a 100K account, the daily drawdown will always be 6K. For a 200K account, the daily drawdown will always be 12K. So we do not scale the daily drawdown based on if you're in profit or not. So it'll always be calculated based on the initial balance, and then we will subtract that 6% from wherever you're at. And you're going to see that in a few of these examples below. All right, so let's get into the examples now. So example number 1, the trader has a 100K challenge account. They have a max daily drawdown of 6K on any given day. This means if they go below 94,000 for the first day, then they will violate the account. The trader opens the first trade and loses 3,000. The balance is now 97,000. The trader opens a second position and goes into drawdown more than 3,000. This account is now violated. That is the result. Let's get into example number 2. So the trader has a 100K challenge account. They have a max daily drawdown of 6K on any given day. The trader opens the first trade and makes 3,000. Their balance is now 103,000. They open another position and are in drawdown 3,000. So their equity is currently at 100K, but their balance is at 103,000. They hold the trade and the day ends. Now their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the balance because that is higher. 103,000 minus the max daily drawdown, which is 6,000, and this equals 97,000. The trade that they are currently in goes into drawdown and is down $5,100. The account is still valid. So they have not violated that 6,000 daily drawdown. Example number 3, the trader has a $200,000 challenge account. They have a max daily drawdown of $12,000 on any given day. On the first day, the max daily drawdown is set at 188,000. The trader opens the first trade and loses 8,000, bringing the balance to 192,000. The trader opens the second position and makes 7,000. The balance is now 199,000. The trader opens a new position and is floating in drawdown by $7,000. The day now resets and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the balance, 199,000, which is obviously higher than the equity, minus the max daily drawdown on any given day, which is 12,000, and this equals 187,000. The trade turns around and goes into profit and is floating 9,000 in profit. The day now resets again and they're holding that position. The balance is 199,000, but the floating equity is 208,000 with that winning trade. their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the balance, 208,000, minus the max daily drawdown on any given day, which is 12,000, and this equals 196,000. The trade they're in comes back to break even. They close the position. Their balance is 199,000, so they're still above their daily drawdown, which is 196,000. So this account is still valid. Coming to example number 4, the trader has a $200,000 challenge account. They have a max daily drawdown of 12,000 on any given day. On the first day, the max daily drawdown is set at 188,000. On the first day, they open a trade and make 15,000. Their balance is now 215,000. The day resets 5 p.m. and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the balance minus the max daily drawdown, and this equals 203,000. On the second day, they open a trade and are floating 7,000 in drawdown. The day resets and the trade turns around and is floating 2K in profit. The day resets again and they hold the trade overnight. So let's just recap. Currently, their balance is 215,000. They have this trade that's floating 2K in profit. So their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the equity, 217,000, minus the daily drawdown, which is 12,000, and this equals 205. The trade comes back to break even and they close. Their balance is now at 215K. They open another position and they lose over minus $10,000. So just to recap, they have that one trade was floating 2,000. That comes down, so they lose 2,000 on that. Then they lose an additional 10K, more than 10K. So they would lose more than 12,000 total, and that's why the result of this account is failed. Scenario, or example number 5. So the scenario, the trader has a $400,000 funded account. They have a max daily drawdown of 24,000 on any given day. On the first day, the max daily drawdown is set at 376,000. On the first day, the trader makes 20K. Their balance is now 420,000. They have no positions open. The day resets and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the balance minus the max daily drawdown on any given day, which is 24,000, and this equals 396K. They open a new position and it is floating 10K in profit. The day resets again. So the day now resets. They hold the position through. So their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the equity, 430,000, which is higher than the balance, minus the daily drawdown, which is 24,000, and this equals 406K. The trade they are holding currently comes back to break even and they close. The balance is now 420,000. The account is still valid. This account is not violated at all. Example number 6. The trader has a 100,000 funded account. They have a max daily drawdown of 6,000. The trader takes the first trade and is floating 15,000 in profit. The day resets and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the equity, 115,000, minus the max daily drawdown on any given day, which is 6,000. This equals 109,000. The trade that is open retraces and is now floating 8.9K. So it is now actually floating more than 6K in drawdown, which means they fail the daily drawdown. This account is failed. So example number 7, the trader has a $100,000 challenge account. They have a max daily drawdown of 6K. The first trade they take, they lose 3K. The balance is now 97,000. The day resets and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the balance minus the max drawdown on any given day, which is 6,000. This equals 91,000. The second trade they open is floating 12K in profit. The day resets 5 p.m. Eastern time, and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on 109,000 minus the max daily drawdown, which is 6K, and this equals 103,000. The trade that is open retraces, and the trader closes it, making 10K. The balance is now 107K. The trader takes another position that same day and loses 2.5K. The balance is now 104K. The day resets and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the balance minus the max drawdown on any given day, 6K, which equals 98.5K. This account is valid. So on that day where they took those losses, they could not go below 103. They did not go below 104.5, so they were safe. Last example, this trader has a 200K funded account. They have a max daily drawdown of 12K. They open 4 trades and are floating 40K in profit. The day resets and their max daily drawdown will be calculated based on the equity, 240,000, minus the max drawdown any given day, which is 12,000. This equals 228,000. One of the trades retraces and they close it minus 6,000. They have 34,000 in trades floating in profit. The second trade retraces and they're now floating 27K in profit. They are overall minus 13,000 on the day, losing more than 12,000, the max daily drawdown. This account is violated and no payouts will be made to this funded account. So these are a bunch of examples around the standard challenge drawdown, how it is now calculated. Still have that large 6% daily drawdown for all of you guys, which is obviously very important. And if you have any questions on any of this, feel free to come to our chat, ask a question. Our support team will help you in any situation that you guys do have. I really encourage it. Make sure to drop a comment down below if you guys enjoy these types of explainer videos. And again, this will be in the Help Center. So this article will be posted inside of the Help Center. Feel free to come in here and take a look. Once again, we appreciate all of y'all's support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.